Yay! 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 Yay!
Hey, Mo.
Yay!
Hi, Mike.
Have you ever licked a battery?
Yes.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What a way to start a show. All right, please tell us this story.
Well, it's, old school folk like myself. That's how you could tell if it was still good or not. You lick the battery.
Legit?
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
No, I haven't done it in a long time. Now I'm like, it doesn't work, throw it away. But back in the day, like, I need something to put in my toys. Let me make sure it's still active.
Like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into numbers of things that you've licked, but I'm sure a battery at some point would have been one of them.
No, not really.
Really?
I don't mess with electricity.
Okay,
Right.
but it's a really small amount of electricity. It's a little.
I know. A little what?
Little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not a zap.
It's not a. Whoa! It's a. You're not looking at a car battery.
Yeah.
It's a little AA battery.
Well, that's one way to check if your car battery is still working, I suppose.
I can't imagine that'd be bad.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Yeah. All right. So what's going on, buddy? What are you up to?
Happy day to you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out.
Happy podcast day.
Beautiful day. We have the air conditioner running here in the studio.
Thank God.
Which is necessary.
It is. I'm a large man.
So yeah, if you hear the air conditioner in the background,
that's what it is, huh? What if it picks up speed?
then that's when I run. I
Run.
Just bolt. Just go! Get out of here. Yeah, I was not a huge fan of our last episode. I got to tell you, man.
Really? Not a fan?
No, not a fan.
Well, we tried to jam in 2 episodes there
in a
one
day,
sitting.
yeah.
We kind of burned ourselves out with a really good first episode.
That was a great first episode.
Then
Yeah, it was like licking it was the licking the battery of podcasts.
It was, yeah.
Is what that was.
So our apologies.
So our apologies, but we're back and
Thanks
better
for
than
coming
ever.
back.
Thanks for coming back. Absolutely.
I have to tell you, really, speaking of listeners, sort of. We've talked about this on the show. I'm in the TikTok now.
You are, yeah.
At Buckby at TikTok.
And the best part is the Chinese have all your info now.
Well, apparently, yeah.
Did you read that story?
Yeah. You know what, though?
It's insane.
It reminds me of Rocky V. The end of Rocky V.
What, you got into a street fight?
Well, here's the thing. The end of Rocky V, there's a big old street fight, right?
What was his name? Tommy Maddox? No.
That's
someone different.
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn, that's right.
Tommy Gunn.
Who's Tommy Maddox. Oh, that's a different story. Continue. We'll get back to Tommy Maddox.
So at the end of the street fight, the big promoter is standing there by the car, and Rocky's, won the fight. He's all beat up, and he steps up on him, and the guy goes, "Touch me and I'll sue."
I remember that.
Come on, touch me and I'll sue. And Rocky looks around and just gives him a huge uppercut, drops him on the back of the car, and goes, "Sue me for what?" That's how I feel about TikTok stealing my stuff on my phone. Steal what? What are you going to steal from me? I don't have my credit card info on there. Even if I do, I don't have a lot of money. Go ahead.
True.
Do what you're going to do, guys.
True. What about your Santa nudes?
There's no such thing. Would you stop it?
No.
No.
Then why did you have me order the extra small stocking last year? It definitely couldn't fit more than a couple of fun-sized Butterfinger.
That was yours. That was yours for my little elf. Hey, I did find something really cool online, though, this week. There's this really cool website, and we'll get into the details later. I'm going to pull it up on my phone now. So here's the deal. It's a 3-part, quick, 3 questions. It's going to randomly, it's going to randomly give you 3 questions.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's sometimes, I've done it a few times, so it's going to pull from stuff I know, I'm sure. It's kind of learning.
Sure.
thing.
Okay.
You don't answer the trivia question immediately. You answer all 3, and then answer all 3 at once. So you have to kind of remember what the first question was, remember the second question, remember the third question. But the good news is it's all one-word answers.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's easy enough to do.
Great.
And it randomly generates. So here we go.
All right, let's
randomly
go.
generate.
Let's go.
Okay, first question. This is a good one.
Okay. We don't have game show music, huh?
No.
Okay.
No. This lead dog is the first letter of the Greek alphabet. Hold on to the answer if you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it, okay? This isn't fair. Number 2, who's the kid that got killed on South Park? Don't answer it. Wait.
Got it.
Not fair third question for you. Anyway, what's the name of the guy who hosts the party on Clue movie, Mr. Blank? Okay, so all 3. Answer them now.
Alpha Kenny Body.
Do it again.
Alpha Kenny Body.
Say it again.
No.
Say it again.
No. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Cue the studio audience.
Thank you so much. I thought you'd appreciate that. That was great. It's a great clip for us to have of you saying anytime. That's fantastic.
That was pretty good. Yeah, we'll have to put that one in the drop. Absolutely.
There is no random generator. Those are all written down on a little piece of paper that's been sitting here all morning. Thank you very much.
Really?
Yeah.
You just like...
I made up the website.
Oh, okay.
I thought you caught me on the last one because I closed my phone and kind of stumbled through the question.
No, it's okay. I don't pay that much attention to you.
You don't, which is great.
That's why. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I don't know. Is this quality podcasting or what?
That's a great drop. You can say whatever
Podcast
you
is
want.
good. I like it.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Myke.
Yeah, Myke.
Well, thanks, Myke, for playing that clip.
Of Matt. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Matt, that was very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't think they listen to the show anymore because they haven't responded to our challenge.
Well, no one listens to their show, so I'm sure they don't listen to any show.
Do people this whole working from home thing? I think has probably really put the kibosh on a lot of podcast listenership.
You would think.
I would think.
But so, by the way, before I was saying about TikTok,
how's our numbers doing?
I have someone on TikTok who I leave that I'm a podcaster and name the show on TikTok.
Okay.
And I've picked up a couple of listeners for us from all over, and one was recently in Maine.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool, getting people outside the area.
Okay.
And I said, you know what? If you're going to start listening to the show, go to the first show and work your way up.
That's the way you got to do it with this show, because otherwise we're making, jokes, references, all that kind of stuff.
And she said she loved it. Listened to the first two shows, absolutely loved it. I said, great, enjoy it now because it gets worse. So
the podcast is good. I like it.
Oh, okay.
Matt Carey likes it. That's the important part.
Okay. So now we need to the goal is we need to get everybody else to call in. And what's the number?
Correct. 631-7-MIKE-MO.
That's 631-7-MIKE-MO.
Myke with a Y.
Hey guys, Liz again. Recently
Oh.
No.
Not jumping into the call?
No.
Go ahead, we're here. Let's do it.
I mean, that was supposed to be the
bungee cord available to you.
Yeah. That was just supposed to be a bungee cord drop, but it happened to be the entire thing, so messed that one up.
Bungee cord.
Yeah. I'm still getting used to this whole new setup we have with the sound drops and stuff like that, but I don't want to go overboard. I think I went overboard in that last episode. I wasn't a fan. The
last two shows, you went kind of overboard with it and having it.
Yeah. So,
it's great to have. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you deserved the applause earlier.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
What did you say? What were those three answers again?
Absolutely. It was Beta, Stan, Mr. Body.
It was not.
Oh, Mr. Body was still part of it.
No, you couldn't say it was only one-word answers. See, that was the important part.
Oh, Wadsworth. So, yeah. I don't know. No, but that was a good.
It was clever.
Time. Yeah,
it was clever. I gotcha.
No, you did.
The last couple of shows I've gotten you pretty good. Like 2 shows ago, I think I got you good, and then today. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
I guess. So yeah, I got a bunch of just a bunch of ways to change the conversation. I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah, let's get out of the 12-year-old.
So I was driving the other day, and in a COVID environment, this is even extra sketchy. But I saw a hitchhiker.
Oh.
Right now, under normal circumstances, let's say no COVID whatsoever.
Sure.
Would you pick up a hitchhiker?
No, never have.
Never have?
No.
Would you ever hitchhike yourself?
No.
You don't think?
No.
If you got lost?
No.
If you were stuck?
I'm just walking.
Really?
I'm just walking.
But we've seen what walking does to the bottom of your feet.
Look, that was a little forced in the wrong shoes.
Yeah.
You can find your way getting close. I'm never going to be that far away from a way to contact people. The only problem is if my phone is dead, you're very good at remembering phone numbers. You remember my phone number. Yeah. I don't know your phone number. I don't know anyone's phone number except for my mother's and father's at their home that I grew up with as a kid.
Oh.
And my phone number.
Should I give out your phone number?
No.
Oh.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Because both people listening will call and prank me.
It's probably on public record, isn't it? Somewhere.
You're able to find it if you really want to find it.
The challenge has been issued. Every single listener. No longer do you have to leave messages on our voicemail. You can call
please. 631-7-MIKE-MO. That's my cell number.
631-7-MIKE-MO.
That's Myke with a Y. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
All right.
The fact that you're hitchhiking like with a face mask on during a pandemic. I mean, I was just like, man, like best of luck to you. But
pandemic aside, man, have you ever picked up a hitchhiker?
Once.
Did you really?
Once.
Do tell.
So it's kind of, my mother was driving and I was a child.
Oh, so you didn't pick one up? Your mom did.
She knew him. She knew who the guy was.
Different.
She knew who the guy was. Someone's car broke down. This is our small town in the early 90s, right?
Right.
So I know that guy.
Sure.
His car's broken down. He needs a lift to somewhere.
That's not a hitchhiker. That's
his thumb was out.
That's someone on the side of the road.
Thumb was out. His thumb was out.
I'm calling shenanigans on this one.
His thumb was out.
You can't claim that. No.
It's still a hitchhiker. Just because you know him doesn't change that he's no longer a hitchhiker.
No, he's no longer a hitchhiker. Now he's someone you know stuck on the side of the road.
So if you knew that Bruce Wayne was Batman, you wouldn't call him Batman anymore? Yo, Bruce!
What do you mean? I wouldn't call him Batman?
Well, it's just if you know the hitchhiker's name is Paul.
Yeah, that's different. It's not a secret identity that's going to kill other people.
Well, this hitchhiker had a mask on during COVID here, so
right. So you wouldn't know who it was. You wouldn't know.
But,
so your mom might not have stopped for that guy because she wouldn't have known who he was.
But what if it was Batman and it was wearing the mask? Actually, no. Batman's mask is the opposite of type of mask you need to be wearing these days. Actually,
I don't know as I'd stop for someone dressed like Batman. I don't think I would do that.
Okay, if you saw Batman sitting on the side of the road,
yeah, I'd be a little freaked
with
out
his
picking
thumb
that
out.
guy up.
But it was like legit, like real bat costume, like. Not like a poorly made Adam West one that you can sew in your mom's basement.
Right.
One that, costs like $10,000. Like the George Clooney one. This guy has got raging nipples and he needs a ride.
So you mean to think that this is the actual Batman? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, what if actual Batman needed a ride? What if the
actual Batman's got
down?
a bat phone? He's got a bat phone. He's covered for every single possible thing that can happen.
He's got the original cell phone.
Yeah, he's got it. The bat phone is there.
Actually, no. Maxwell Smart had the original cell phone.
Hold on. He can talk to Alfred without even removing his cowl. He can just talk to him, and Alfred can hear him. They can talk back and forth.
Dropping cowl.
Well, of course I am.
Oh, ma'am.
So
this is the kind of guy that's like, that's not a podium. That's a lectern.
There's a difference. So as far as Batman's goes, no, I'm not stopping for Batman because the real Batman doesn't need my help. He's Batman.
Is there any superhero that would need to be picked up, like as a hitchhiker? I wonder.
Wonder Twins. If there's only one twin, the water guy is sitting there. He's like, "Hey,
can't they just piggyback on each other?"
Well,
like, all right.
if his sister's not there, she's the one that turns into a hawk and carries the bucket of water somewhere. Which, by the way, the bucket, where's that come from? That's metal.
It's a very good question.
But if she's gone, he's like, I can turn into a puddle. I can't do much. I can just kind of sit here.
Yeah.
I can turn into a giant wave and crush everyone to get back to town. But he's just kind of sitting there. So he's useless without his sister.
He could just become a tidal wave and be like, I'm booking down the road.
Crush all the town. No, is that still a superhero? Or is that someone who's kind of a super villain? He's crushing everything on the way to town.
I mean, I don't know. Every superhero at some point in time is considered to be a villain, right?
I guess if you go into the Incredibles kind of thing.
Well, no. I mean, every super villain somehow becomes endearing, right? People really they were voting Penguin for mayor. Oswald Cobblepot was about to be mayor.
Yeah, but they didn't know the real Oswald Cobblepot.
Well, I don't know the real.
Probably the creepiest penguin there ever was, too.
Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito did that, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well,
That's
I mean, there aren't too many options between that penguin,
right,
and who was it from the 60s? I know this name.
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith, thank you. Yeah, that wasn't that was just like a fat guy with a long cigarette.
And then the guy who was in Gotham being the penguin, he was kind of cool.
Yeah. I always forget about Gotham.
Yeah.
When it comes to the...
I lost interest in Gotham. Like, don't make me wait that long for Batman to show up. Like, I'm cool with developed characters. I'll give you 2 seasons, but come on, enough already.
Do yourself a favor then, don't watch Joker, because you will be waiting a long time.
The movie?
It was great.
I was really disappointed with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I was moved.
I watched it a second time. Just in case I missed something.
You do that? Yep.
I do feel empathy for him, but I don't think it's a good representation of the Joker, of who he was, who he became.
How do you know? That's the origin story. How do you know who he was?
The origin story is the comics that I read as a kid.
Okay.
I know the origin story of the Joker, and you go, no. And I'm not a big fan of the actor who played him. Sorry, I'm just not.
All right, fair enough. So you prefer the transition of Jack Nicholson? Just I'm going to fall into this big vat of sludge.
That's more the comic
and
version.
all of a sudden, yeah. But
it's stupid. I get it. It's stupid. By the way, who's the best Joker then?
A little bit. Personally, I think it is Jack Nicholson.
I think it is Jack.
I think I liked him because
I like Heath. Don't get me wrong. I like Heath Ledger a lot as the Joker.
Yeah. I mean, he was great. I mean, it may be Heath. I don't know. I kind of like the sophistication that Jack Nicholson brought to the character.
Yes.
Right? Because to be an evil villain, you need to be smart. Like the president, right?
Let's not go there. So let's not get political. We don't get political.
No, that's not political.
So the Joker...
I just called him smart.
That's fine.
But you didn't let me finish.
Finish. Do finish.
In an evil way. Go on.
Jack Nicholson. The thing is, the great thing about the Joker and why the Joker and Batman work so well is because the Joker is so likable in some way. He's charismatic. He's intelligent, and he's a little tweaked. That's what makes him great.
Yeah.
The Joker movie, I don't get where he's likable. I don't get where he's charismatic.
He's sympathetic. That's it. It's
all sympathy.
He's a loser.
Yeah.
And they make you feel bad for him because everyone's bullying him.
And at the end of it, I don't understand why people know that he was like the head of this whole thing, not just some other guy dressed like a clown.
Right.
They're all cheering, and no, he's done nothing to get the public support.
Interesting.
Unless they were all watching that show and then all ran outside. You know what I mean? Even then,
right.
Are we sure that's him? Like that, there's no reason why people rally around this guy now.
So your favorite part is basically right in the beginning where the kids beat him up in the alley.
No, I mean, I get the empathy. I really do. I mean, the empathy, the sympathy for who he is.
Yeah.
It's darker. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm not on board with this being such an incredible cinematic thing.
It was good. I thought it was a good movie.
It's an okay movie. It's just, no, I don't like him as the Joker at all.
So if they do a Penguin next, right?
Bring Danny DeVito back.
I mean, by far the best Penguin. No, nobody better.
Oh, I love Burgess Meredith.
Nobody better. Was Jim Carrey the best Riddler?
No, the guy on the TV show is a better Riddler.
Yeah.
I forget his name now. I feel awful. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he was amazing.
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger the best Mr. Freeze?
He's the only Mr. Freeze. Like, I don't remember the one from the Batman show at all.
Oh.
Everybody chill out.
I mean,
that just cracked me up, that whole movie.
You can't beat
it's
that.
so bad, but how awesome is it that...
that was the Tommy Lee Jones one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Poison Ivy, she was in it.
Well, is that all of them the same one? Because you had the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones. Those two were in that one together.
I think Poison Ivy was in that one too. Because that was the third one. That was Batman Forever.
Right, but which one is Schwarzenegger? Schwarzenegger's not.
Oh no, Schwarzenegger is maybe it's Schwarzenegger and Poison Ivy with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's your favorite Batman?
It's been a while. I guess Michael Keaton.
And the fact that he's coming back to revise the role. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I love that.
I mean, I guess when you put on a cowl, you can be any age.
No. Batman ages. That's the whole thing. That's why Batfleck was such a big thing. He was supposed to be the old version of Batman coming
back.
But
this is going to take place like now. Like,
yeah,
it's going to be a part of that same timeline from the 80s Batman. Okay.
Yeah,
I can dig that then. I can dig
He's
that
putting the cowl back on. Like, damn, Bruce Wayne's coming back. That's cool.
And Alfred's still dead.
And I guess.
Yeah.
I liked Val Kilmer, too. I
liked Val Kilmer. Short-lived, right?
Yes.
He wasn't around for too long.
Very.
He was good. Better than Clooney.
Yes.
I think, is Clooney the worst one?
He's the worst Batman.
Ben Affleck?
He might be the better Bruce Wayne, but the worst Batman.
He made a good Bruce Wayne. Oh, that's an interesting one. This is just a whole Batman show.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
By the way, speaking of Val Kilmer, I had to watch one of my all-time favorite movies this week, and I'm going to give you an early recommendation. Sorry, this is for the end of the show. But
Street Fighter? Was it Street Fighter?
It was not Street Fighter.
Because he was in that, and boy, was that entertaining.
No, I'm talking one of the all-time favorite movies, top 5 of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh.
Val Kilmer is in. Tombstone.
I love Tombstone.
So good.
What a good movie.
So good.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it when you mentioned Val Kilmer, and I should have because that's probably his best performance.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh God, don't give me that look.
He's the best.
I'm so happy that this is an audio medium because people do not have to see the face you just made to me. Oh my goodness,
fantastic.
I see. You know they haven't made a good Western in a while.
No, I mean I loved Unforgiven.
Yeah.
With Clint Eastwood, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Young Guns 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Those are great. A lot of people that love traditional Westerns don't like those at all. I think that's when it really kind of ended with those 4 movies kind of in the 80s into 90s.
For like a traditional Western. Like Django Unchained was recent.
Django was fantastic.
And an amazing film.
Oh, I love it.
But it's not the traditional, It's not like the John Wayne style Western.
No.
There's I'm trying to. I can't remember. There was a Western I saw somewhat recently that I really liked.
City Slickers.
It wasn't that. It wasn't Wild Wild West, so let's not go there.
Oh, that's such a bad movie.
Oh my God, with the spider.
It's so awful.
Where
Do you
does
know
the
the story?
spider- No.
Do you know the story behind Wild Wild West?
No.
Oh my God, this is brilliant.
Is it though?
It really is. It's an amazing story.
Okay.
So my understanding is, when that film was before that film came out, it has to do with the producer of that movie of Wild Wild West.
He had like a Connect set when he was a kid.
No. So this guy was
And a
talking.
cowboy hat.
He was talking to Kevin Smith about the Superman reboot they were going to do at the time.
God, wouldn't that have been?
And
something?
this guy wanted like Superman all in black. He wanted to revamp the look, get rid of the tights, get rid of the cape, like redo the whole thing.
What? So he wanted to do the Punisher?
So, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So he's meeting with Kevin Smith poolside somewhere. And they're having this conversation. And I really hope I have this whole story right because this was blowing my mind. And Kevin Smith is listening to this guy going, he is nuts. Like, this is not the way to happen. And he said, at the end of the movie, what I want is Superman to fight a giant spider. And he was like, wait, did I miss a giant spider in the comics? Like, was there a villain of a giant spider? He's like, no. When I was a kid, there were like these great movies. He's like, you mean like Godzilla? Yes! The
What?
giant moth. There should be a giant spider you should have to fight. And he was like, well, this is nuts. There's no way I'm doing this movie.
Wow.
So he's like having this conversation. Finally, he tries to end it, and this guy was just really weird. He ends up leaving the meeting. He declines doing the whole project. The project falls apart.
Well, duh.
Right. Not many years, within a couple of years of this happening, he goes to the cinema to see Wild Wild West, produced by this same guy that he sat by the pool with. And he's in awe as he sees a giant spider. And he's like, no, someone let him do the giant spider.
He did. Well, you know what? Good for him. Your dreams have come to fruition.
And it flopped.
Well, yeah.
What an awful movie. You know, and Will Smith is not happy about that movie.
This is the problem. And with
I love Kenneth Branagh.
Will Smith has done some amazing films.
Outstanding.
And then he's also done
Some
Wild
garbage.
Wild West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some garbage.
Right. Like Men in Black, good.
Great movie.
The following,
Men in Black 2?
not so much.
Not as good.
Yeah. And then the third one,
Yeah, also not good.
flop.
Yeah.
Come on, Will.
You know better, Will. You know better.
You know better than that. You know better.
But you know, I Am Legend, fantastic stuff.
I Am Legend was great. I've been thinking about I Am Legends just with the whole. It reminded me of I Am Legend with less shrubbery when I saw Manhattan just totally shut down
Less shrubbery.
from COVID. Well, yeah,
And no deer running through Manhattan. Yeah, I'm with you.
yeah. It was. It was kind of because when I saw that movie for the first time, I don't know when it was, 2007, give or take, when it came out.
Sure.
And I'm just thinking like, oh man, that's pretty crazy to be able to, I mean, whatever it is with models and painting.
Right.
But actually there was some on location shooting in New York. So how do you actually shut down parts of
Right.
New York like that?
Crazy.
It's absolutely unreal. And I was just thinking the whole time like, damn, we should be filming a movie down there right now.
Right.
I'm sure everyone had that same thought. Like,
I'm sure some people are.
well, they weren't.
They're getting B-roll at least.
Those streets were empty. Oh, tons of people, photos. Yeah, lots of that, I'm sure. But yeah, I would have loved to have gone down there and just been like, I'm going to make this movie. Quarantine be damned. But I didn't. Instead,
Anyway.
I quarantined like a member of society.
You are a very responsible adult.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to clip that one out.
How'd that happen?
Yeah. I don't know. All right, well let's get away from responsibility. I got another question for
Sure.
you. Would you rather? We're
Ooh.
gonna play a
Ooh,
would you rather.
Okay.
Hey, we should do would you rather as like a segment of the show because we
right.
always have fun with these ones, right?
Do it.
Would you rather that your fingers always feel sticky or that your throat always
B.
feel itchy?
Itchy. I can't handle sticky
Really?
fingers. Yeah, I'm awful with it.
I'm the opposite.
I can't handle. No.
I would so much rather have a sticky, tacky
No,
finger.
I can't do it.
Itchy throat.
Yeah.
Because a cough comes along.
No
with
matter
that.
what it is, that's one of my top 5 worst things for me is sticky fingers and gooey fingers. Like you're eating dinner with, like wings. You and I have sat and eaten wings, right?
Yeah.
And I get sticky fingers with that. I need to go through 100 napkins because I'm constantly wiping my hands off. I can't keep my hands all sticky and gooey
So why don't you go boneless?
because that's not really wings.
Okay. Boneless, I mean, that's a
That's a nugget.
it's chicken nuggets, right?
A nugget.
It's It's really weird how the boneless wing thing has come on because it's not quite a chicken finger.
Nope.
It's not quite a chicken nugget.
Nope.
It's a boneless wing.
Look, it's a chicken nugget. Let's get down to it.
But is it made with dark meat?
I don't know what's in there. You don't want to know.
I think that should be the differentiator between a chicken nugget. I want chicken nugget to be all white breast meat.
I watched a video the other day of a guy teaching how to eat a flat. And my mind was mildly blown because the flats are my favorite. You stick the whole flat in your mouth, you pull it all out, right?
You chomp down, you pull it out.
No.
You got to use your tongue in the middle of it.
Right.
So, yeah,
he says you
out.
grab it by the end.
Oh, and you
smash
it and twist it, yeah.
Smash it down, you umbrella the thing, then you dip it and boom, pops off.
I've seen it.
I need to do that.
I've seen that.
I need wings now just to do that.
Well, let's go get some.
Okay. Show's over. Boom. Boom, doom, doom, psh, 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 doom, psh. No? Damn, wings.
No. Yeah,
Right.
I know. All right, so it's your turn. I need a would you rather right back here.
All right. Would you rather be in shape and have a great body but an ugly face, or have a gorgeous face but be overweight? I'm gonna go with B.
I'm already B.
That's
Yeah,
me.
that's me already.
That's a dumb one.
Yeah, that was a real easy one. I mean, you know, here's the thing. If I have a gorgeous face, I mean, I'm popular on social media. I take great pictures. History will remember me as this beautiful specimen of a man.
This beautiful fat man.
This beautiful specimen of a man.
Oh, look, here's the thing. You know, I'm a firm believer that, look, good for you. You have an 8-pack and you go to the gym for 2 hours a day. Good for you.
I don't need an 8-pack. I could stand to lose a few pounds. We should do a weight loss challenge.
Ooh, there's a challenge.
Oh, is it? Do you lose weight easily?
Look at me.
Well, no.
If I lost weight easily, I would lose weight.
I know you put it on easily. The question is, well, so do I. So do I. I literally can eat one cookie, and that one cookie will turn into like an extra inch on my waist.
Do you have a scale at home?
I do.
Okay, so honor here.
No, we'll bring in a scale here.
No, I'm not going to bring in a scale.
We'll bring in a scale here.
We can, but I want to start this today.
No.
Weigh in on your scale at home today.
No. We need our last meal. We need to go out for chicken wings first.
Chicken wings aren't always bad. Not always.
No, we're going to get like 20 deep fried chicken wings smothered with peanut butter. It's going to be great.
All right, so I'm up for this. What's the challenge? What's the prize?
Well, that's interesting. So, okay.
And what's the deadline? Ooh.
Oh, okay.
We do it for a month?
I guess we could. I don't know. I think we need to come up to terms. We're gonna come up with the terms because it's got to be good. We got to make sure
it's got to be good.
We'll announce it in the next show.
How about give us a call and tell us what you think the prize should be,
Liz,
or anyone else,
or anyone else. The phone line is open. I don't know what the deal is. We haven't heard from Vinny in a while. We haven't.
A lot of our regulars have disappeared.
Yeah. Well, you know, COVID. So
Right.
COVID. We do actually have a call. Blinken.
All right.
On the old
blinking and nod.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. So let's see what's going on. It didn't play. See, this technology. I'm just not.
I thought you were the technology guy.
I'm supposed to be.
Hey guys, it's Liz. During our quarantine, I started rewatching The Simpsons from the very beginning, and I just got to my favorite episode, the Stonecutter episode, and thought, what do you call Mike and Mo? I was just wondering what you guys think is like one of the best episodes, or maybe the best season out of the 31 seasons so far, and how much longer do you think the show is going to keep going? Okay, bye.
Okay, good question. We like The Simpsons.
You're a big Simpsons fan.
I'm a huge Simpsons fan.
Big on The Simpsons.
I'm a big Simpsons fan with a beautiful face.
And by the way, and we'll finish that conversation too. There's still more I want to say about that. But
oh, okay.
Actually, I'm going to say that right now before I forget about it.
Oh man, we're just jumping all around. I'm sorry I played the phone.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, we don't forget. Thank you, Liz, for calling.
Yeah.
My whole thing is this: you want to spend 2 hours a day in the gym? Good for you.
Yes.
You know, I like tacos once in a while.
Yes.
You know, I like to be able to eat when I want to eat.
Yes.
I don't hang around with people who are super fit, super thin, because that's what they're obsessed with it. You kind of have to be.
Like, yeah.
I like real people to be real people. So I would rather have my beautiful face the way it is and be a little portly, and so be it, than to dedicate the amount of time it takes to be that perfect body person.
You know what it is for me? I do not understand running for fun. I just don't get it. I
I used to.
It's grueling. But it's not fun.
You know what it is?
Here's the thing. It's
I
not
hated
fun.
every second while I was running. Literally, I'd be like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Uh-huh.
And I'd run 5 miles. I would choose to do that.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as I was done, I felt so accomplished and such a high.
Yeah.
That's where it all pays off. So I hated the process so much. I hated running.
Yeah.
But I loved the feeling afterwards. And the result of that was fantastic. So anyway.
All right. So we'll get back there. We'll get back there. Definitely call in 6317 Myke Mo if you have any ideas for the stakes. I think the stakes have to be somewhat related to who's buying the rounds of golf at the Candlewood Valley Country Club.
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the number one place to go. Meet your friends, get a great hat like I'm wearing today. Have some cocktails, have some great food at candlewoodvalleygolf.com.
And speaking of great hats, remember we have this contest going on also. Call us up, 6317 Myke Mo. That's Mike with a Y. As Mo says. Tell us a joke. We're giving away these amazing hats. They're so good.
Bad dad jokes.
Just any. Oh no, it can be a bad dad joke. It can be a good knock joke. It can be whatever joke.
Whatever
Tell us a joke. And we're gonna play our favorites in a couple of episodes, and we're gonna give away some hats there. So back to Liz's question.
They're good looking hats.
They're really, really nice looking hats. So back to Liz's question.
Yeah. By the way, Stonecutter.
No. We got it. We understand the question. We heard you the first time.
By the way, Stonecutter, best episode ever of The Simpsons. By the way.
Well, that's just because you see yourself as a stonecutter.
I'm a Freemason. That's what they're making fun of. That's why it's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
I like that one, and I like the one where Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd move in across the street. Love that one.
You like that one better than when George Bush moves in across the street?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Chevy Chase is ranked higher for me than George Bush.
They've had a lot of neighbors there.
They have.
Yeah. In Springfield, randomly. Still don't know where it is.
If you could be friends with someone in Springfield, who would you be hanging out with?
Oh my God, that's a whole different question.
It's a good question.
What did Liz ask? What's my favorite episode? What was the question?
How long it's going to go? How long do you think it's going to go?
Oh yeah, I honestly think it's only got a couple more years, to be honest.
People have been saying that for years, though.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like I grew up with it and loved the show, and it jumped the shark for me a decade ago. Right. There are people that still watch this, and that's not to say I don't watch the new episodes, because I do on occasion.
Are you using that properly?
What's that?
Jump the shark.
It jumped the shark? Yeah, it jumped the shark.
I thought jump the shark was when it's sold out.
No, jump the shark is like when it comes from Happy Days.
I know, when they actually jumped a shark.
Fonz jumped over a shark, and every episode after that was shit. Because they jumped the shark. That was the highlight. That was the high moment of the franchise, and then it came down.
I thought there was a sellout involved with Jump the Shark.
No.
I thought they did something that was a sellout in that Happy Days, too.
Nope.
I'll research it more.
You can Google it right now while
I don't want to
Google
it. We have other things. So, go ahead.
That's what it means.
So you stopped 10 years ago.
Yeah. It's not that I don't enjoy it anymore. I mean, it's not nearly as... It's the same thing with South Park.
Bart should be your age by now.
I love South Park, right?
Yeah.
The first 10 seasons of South Park, absolutely genius. Because the kids were still kids, right? They still saw things through children's eyes and reacted as such.
Yes.
And the last several seasons, I feel like they're so focused on turning around these episodes to make social commentary.
Right.
It's just
they always
loses it.
They always were.
No, they weren't.
Oh my God, they turned around some amazing shows early on for social commentary.
They did, but
oh, we're gonna call in the middle of the show?
Well, that's embarrassing. My phone is hooked up.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Why don't you answer it? Let's take it on the show.
Come on. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that right now. All right. Well, at least everyone knows if they want to get on the show live, you can call me up.
Yeah.
Mo, tell them my number.
Yep. 6317 Myke Mo.
There you go.
Mike with a Y.
But yeah, I mean, South Park, like Scott Tenorman Must Die, the premiere of season 5.
Okay.
There was no social commentary in that. There was a guy picking on Cartman. Cartman wanted to get back at him. Ended up shooting having a farmer shoot his parents, grind them up into chili, and had the kid eat it.
Right. So,
which was just,
but they could
that was amazing.
Shows,
that had jumped the shark potential right there, but that elevated the show.
They had turned shows so fast they could be responsive to what's going on in pop culture.
But they weren't always on this 5-day turnaround thing.
No, but they did it very fast. No question. Early on, they did it very fast.
But they used to produce the show like a normal show. We're going to make 12 episodes at a time and put them out there. They're not serialized necessarily. Sometimes they were, but obviously they couldn't be since Kenny got killed every episode,
right?
As we learned earlier on in this show.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Wow.
It sounds more like you're trying to play a trumpet, like a mouth trumpet.
I don't play that.
But you just gotta cover your mouth and.
No, that doesn't work either.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, that wasn't that good.
Yeah,
I'm not
better
doing
than yours.
All right, fine. Give us a call and tell us which one was better.
So many reasons to call the show. But yeah, getting back to The Simpsons, I mean, it jumped the shark a long time ago. It's not nearly it's not as witty now. The references are way too overt now as well. I think they're just trying too hard.
Well, they have to. You have to put a little effort in.
Well,
after 30 years in.
Yeah. After so many years,
but
it's like
Bart should be your age right now. You are Bart Simpson.
They should.
Wow. How about that?
Am I?
You are Bart Simpson.
Ay caramba.
You were the troublemaker skateboarding kid growing up?
Yeah, I didn't skateboard that much.
You had a slingshot though, didn't you?
I think I did. Yeah, I did. I had a BB gun.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's this era. That's this age you grew up as Bart Simpson, where things aren't as offensive, where people now, younger people, are more offended more easily. But this was all understood as jokes early on.
Well, what's funny is that there used to be kids I grew up with that my parents don't let me watch The Simpsons because it's bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you go back and watch those early episodes, it's just like, this is nothing.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
He talks back to his father, though.
Yes.
There's things that are,
Calls him Homer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And he's a bad influence. All of that. I get, but there were people who actually were like my parents didn't like it when I watched Beavis and Butthead when I was 7 years old.
Bad show for a 7-year-old.
Yes. Yeah. The Simpsons, though, not so much. It's really not that bad. I don't
watch Beavis and Butthead, but I was drinking a beer watching it legally. Because I'm old.
You were legally watching it?
Legally drinking a beer, watching Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
because it was funny. It was meant for my generation.
Well, I mean, I would watch it I watched it into my teens, right? I mean,
sure.
I think 7 years old is a bit of a stretch. I was probably 10 or 11, give or take. Yeah. But still, I mean, because this is you're listening to two people here who used to watch MTV when there was actually music videos, television on there.
I remember when it first launched.
That was the best part about it.
That was a big deal
MTV.
When that first launched.
Music videos?
Yeah, when MTV first started. I remember that was such a huge thing every day. And I remember my brother, my sister, and I sitting there waiting for it to start. Mm-hmm. And we'd just gotten cable, so it was a big deal.
And you're like, oh my God, it's going to be spring break. I'm going to sit down inside and watch other people having fun.
I didn't know what spring break was.
Yeah.
I was so young. But having that first one come on and Video Kill the Radio Star was such a huge deal.
Right. So, yeah, it's pretty different now.
Yes.
A little bit.
Do people make music videos anymore?
Yes.
Do they?
They do.
How do they make money at that?
I think they have to get sponsors or subscribers on YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, it's a whole different distribution method.
Selling albums, all that's different now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Huge difference.
Whole different thing.
I've gone from album to 8-track to cassette to CD to streaming music. This whole line of how to acquire music is a world of difference in my lifetime.
By the time you die, they're just going to put a chip in your head and you're just going to think about
Supposedly that's coming pretty soon, believe it or not. The chip behind your ear.
No, I don't want that.
You won't need a Bluetooth device. You'll just be able to answer your phone and talk. Just touch behind your ear. Weird, right?
Yeah, I don't want that.
They're saying it's a big deal.
That whole Minority Report thing scares the hell out of me.
It's serious stuff.
It's coming, though. Actually, it's already here. We just don't have it.
The government will take control. That's the whole topic right now, isn't it? That Corona's brought on. The people think that this is all
the government. Oh, please,
the conspiracy theories are through the roof.
I can't. Conspiracy theorists are just like, dude, what the shut the fuck up.
Wow, you went there.
Yeah, I went there. Because everything has to be a conspiracy nowadays. Here's a question.
Not nowadays.
Always. I know it's been always.
Man was not on the moon.
Here's a question: the flat Earth conspiracy.
Yeah.
Why? What would the government gain from there being a flat Earth? Do you know the answer to this?
No.
Do you know what's the
end game for that?
The end game,
yeah.
Right? Why? What's the motivation that the Earth is flat? Even if it was flat, what's the government's motivation for being? No, it's round. What is that?
Have you seen the new show on Netflix? The Floor is Lava.
I haven't yet, but I've seen the card. I've scrolled past it, but I've heard good things.
I watched it.
Is that your recommendation?
It's okay. I mean, if you have nothing else to do, it's like chewing bubblegum. There's really nothing spectacular about it, but it's okay.
Okay.
But they have different rooms. They're different styles. One is like got the heads from Easter Island and a pyramid and different stuff. One of them is supposed to be like the universe. And you can jump on a planet to go planet to planet. There's like all these planets sitting around in a circle, kind of. But in the middle of them all is a flat Earth.
I love it.
The rest are all a ball, but there's a flat Earth in the
I
middle.
love it.
And the tough part is the lava, obviously, is water.
Yeah. This is a game show, right?
It's a game show.
Yeah.
It gets onto surfaces and makes them more slick. So sometimes it's tougher to jump on things, and it's quirky. I see it. It could be done so much better.
Yeah.
I'm watching it going, this could be so much better. But it's okay.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of the flat Earth thing was really funny. That cracked me up. Like,
that's great.
They have a flat Earth.
So I should go watch it?
I'd say watch it.
All right,
Go
there's
ahead.
your recommendation.
Yeah, I already gave a recommendation, but there's two.
All right, there's two.
We'll watch Tombstone again, too.
Okay. Honestly, that's the best recommendation that you've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
And watch that one.
Tombstone is off the charts.
You know what I watched? I'll recommend this. I recently watched Seinfeld had a new special. And it's great because it's
I didn't know that.
That's the same. It's on Netflix. It's Jerry Seinfeld stand up.
Okay.
As you would expect it. Except now he's talking about cell phone etiquette and shit like that he didn't have during the show and during the height of his popularity.
Sure.
So it's the same thing. I actually saw him with some friends at Foxwoods a couple years ago.
Okay.
And it was still like one of the best stand-up shows I've ever gone to.
He's magic with his stand-up.
It is incredible.
There's few people that I say are in his category as far as stand-up goes due to preparation and really testing out his material and using his same method of getting there.
Yeah.
And how he writes, and you ever hear him talk about this stuff. He's brilliant. I mean, I would put him and maybe a Steve Martin in the same category.
I think I put him above Steve Martin.
Oh.
I do.
No.
From a stand-up perspective?
Yes. You need to watch old school Steve Martin.
I've seen old school Steve Martin. I've watched all the old
He was
comedy
off the
shows.
charts, like full arenas Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Like he was the top dog, and he still approaches all of it very much the same way. When you see the Steve Martin and Martin Short stuff they do together,
you
can
gold.
see the
It's
writing
gold.
behind it, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The structure to what they do is not the same as other stand-ups who go out there and just go up and tell a couple jokes. Jerry's got a really strong pattern and template to what he uses. We got really serious about comedy right there. That was really weird.
You did. I'm
Sorry.
So anyway, yeah, it's a great special. You should go watch it. That's my recommendation. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand when comedians either go up there and are just vulgar with no humor, right, or like overly sexually explicit, and you find that a lot more with female comedians, right?
I feel like they have to.
Some of them feel like they have to, and they don't.
They've got to shock. You don't have to shock.
No, you don't have to shock.
Funny.
Like Lisa Lampanelli, it worked for her. Right.
For a while.
Yeah. And then she got skinny, and I was like, she's not funny anymore.
But then it got old, though, because she never modified
She
it.
never evolved.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's style has not evolved. It's still the same style. It's still, you watch it, and you just go, like, why didn't I think of that?
But it's good because he touches on everyday things.
It's everyday things. That's the beauty of it.
Cleaner. And I don't mean in the way of dirty mouth. I'm just saying it's like trimmed down. He's trimmed the fat off of what he did. Like when he did his old jokes about like the canary flying into the mirror, right?
Yeah,
it was always a fun joke. But if you go back and watch that now, he could trim that down a little bit. He can take 30 seconds off and make it just as funny.
I hear you.
He's certainly gotten better at what he does.
He has perfected his craft.
Bingo.
Go watch it.
I will.
It's really good.
I certainly will.
They also have I'm Telling You for the Last Time up there, which I still say is one of the probably top 5 stand-up routines in all of history, right? Wow. That one's up there. I think Delirious is up there.
Delirious
right?
has to be.
Richard Pryor's, what's the one in front of the red curtain?
It's funny that you and I are so close to what we agree are like the best.
Well, we have similar sense of humor.
We do. Don Rickles, to me, is still the all-time greatest stand-up comic I've ever seen in my life.
Number
one. Number one.
He's hilarious. I don't know if I put him at number 1, but he's hilarious.
You can put him wherever you want. I put him as number 1.
So what stand-up comics do you not like? Oh, the other thing I hate when people just like run off about drugs and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Just, I do drugs.
I don't like new Dave Chappelle.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like his older stuff, and I didn't think he was amazing then. I thought he was funny, but I didn't think he was...
No, Killing Them Softly was great. Killing Them Softly was fantastic.
It was good. It was good. It was really good.
It was hilarious. Come on.
But
Drug dealing babies? Come on.
that, just like what you just got done saying, quit talking about drug dealing and the shock and awe factor.
No, but that wasn't shock and awe. That was fun. That was just a unexpected punchline.
He was funny.
And Chappelle's show was
brilliant. Was funny.
Brilliant.
I wasn't as big a fan.
One of the funniest. I think we'll disagree on this one.
That's fair.
I think one of the funniest shows of all time.
Yeah.
On television.
I don't know. I never got into it. I wasn't like everybody else was going nuts about it. I'm going, I don't know. I felt forced to me. A lot of it did.
Rewatch it.
I will. I'll go back and watch some of it.
Chappelle's show and Kroll show. Kroll show.
Right. You've talked about that before.
Up there. Talked about that. Do you like that, or have you seen it?
No.
I have it on DVD. I will let you borrow.
Wow. Do I have something to
the
play
complete
DVD?
Series.
Yeah, I guess
you
I do.
have a PlayStation.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
New PlayStation. Thoughts?
There's not enough time left in the show.
Yes. No.
What? Am I gonna buy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. New PlayStation. Looks hot.
You got it.
Looks good.
Looks great.
All right. So are we done with topics? We're done with the show?
Yeah. Let's just remind everyone, these hats are amazing.
They're awesome.
You can only get one by calling up
6317 Myke Mo.
That's 6317 Myke Mo.
That's
Mike with a Y. And you got to leave us a joke. I don't care what the joke is. You just heard what our sense of humor is. We just gave you like a head start.
Yeah, we gave you a sample.
So for anybody, well, don't know if the people really want your sample. If you know what we like now. You know what we like.
That's true.
You know, so now, you know, if you already called in, and there are a couple sitting here,
we're gonna make you wait another week or so, get a few more,
several. But you can call in, and you can leave a second one or a third one. You can leave multiple.
Yeah, go ahead. Especially if you thought your first one was really bad.
Right. So, all right, good show.
Hey, that's a show.
Love it.
See you, man.
All right.
Yay! 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 Yay!